to get
It's
this prep. So sorry, you guys.
gonna
Like,
be.
yeah, sorry. Like we literally, I had to restart my phone twice. She had to restart hers. Then she had an update. It just going like technology.
We're on a good day. We had like a good long day of talking about like our website and cute little new pictures and updating our little profile picture because I thought it was like kooky and fun and all this good stuff. And then all of a sudden our technologies decides to fail.
Wait, are we live though? Let me just make sure. Like, watch I do all this and we're not even live again. Like that. I swear, like it happens so much.
Yeah, we are live.
Okay,
How are
good.
you guys? See? You were ride or die because you showed up every single time we
Yes.
failed today.
Yes.
You legit. My wife.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So
Avery, true. You're a true
Avery,
one.
Avery's, yeah, for real. Avery like shows up, asks when we're going live, and then we have all these technical difficulties. And Avery's like, I'm surprised he is like, Avery, are you male or female? I want to say he or she, like, just checks out.
Avery said she was a girl, right? I'm
Oh, is it
assuming. Yeah, she said she was a woman.
when was this? Oh, was this in the last live? Because I couldn't see the chat.
Yeah, Avery, correct me if I'm wrong. You're a woman.
Was that like during the cake episode? The cake scandal?
No, I think it was the last video. See, yes, I am. Boom.
Okay.
I
Okay.
pay
Good.
attention.
Good. Okay.
See, Avery, I pay attention. I was like, you're a real one.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So I figure we were talking, and so instead of doing game day every day like we do, I still have questions that like I want to know like and ask you and get to know you and like like I feel like because I wrote down like but like on our very first like interaction or live, I'm be trauma bonded with you two if it happens again.
Thank you. Okay, look, like I
That's
was just
funny.
saying earlier, we were doing so great today. We like updated our like profile picture. We learned a little new things to do with our site. I just uploaded a new video. Like things were going our way. All of a sudden, technology was like, "Oh no, you're having it way too good." Pause.
Pause.
It was like, "No, we need to update your phone and all technology and
They need a full-time tech support. We do. We need tech support. We need Google support. We need everything, all of it. Uh,
I'll pay you double what you make now as my IT support."
Teresa, I don't
What's
need
up,
excuses.
Teresa? Oh, I like your little emojis. I am so sorry for all the crazy that you guys had to deal with. I don't need excuses, Lemon.
I know, I love that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lyman,
Um,
lemon lime Lyman. I like that name. Like it's just so fun. I just need you here. You say it's about. It sounds like you have some dependency issues or like some like trauma of a trauma
no,
of like somebody
I get
leaving
it.
you.
It's like a trust thing. Like we need to be trusted. I feel you.
What? You're watching Practical Magic right now? Oh, I need to talk to you
Yes.
about that.
Yes. Okay, I just finished watching it, by the way. Like just finished watching it.
She
I
did.
sent him a video of like the margarita scene. So good. I'm so happy you're watching it.
Yes. So, okay, about that, I was going to watch it last night. Okay. So I'm on my app that I use to like watch all my movies. And so as I'm going through it, I realized it's not available. And I have like every movie on and it's not on there. So it did say that it's on Disney Plus and Hulu. So I think I might have to borrow my parents' account for one of those because I think they have one of those. And I might have to like see if I can get on and watch it then. So it's still on my list to do's like by the next next day or two.
I'm
Till Trump shuts off the internet. I don't understand what you mean, Steve. Nobody's shutting off the internet.
By the way, the margarita scene will change your life, brother. Your life is going to be changed. And the main theme song is like the best fall song ever.
I watched the trailer though. I watched it when it started spinning the margarita machine. I did watch the trailer because I was about to watch it. I really was. So
Okay,
it's
well,
about
you're going to get it.
it's about this curse that happens on these two sisters that are witches, and they basically every time somebody falls in love with them, the guy dies, right?
I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
It's something like
It
that's
could
what I saw in
be,
the trailer.
it could be, it could not be. We
Oh
don't
my
know.
goodness. Anyways, uh, they can if they want to. Well, I guess true. I mean, if they want to turn off the internet, but I think there's gonna be there. That's not gonna happen. Like, it's who are we kidding? Grown
Oh, did you finish watching it though? Avery, did you finish watching it? Is it good? Did you like it? Did you
already.
enjoy it?
They already went next movie. Like, hold on, we gotta finish watching the first movie. So wait, who's playing Grow a Garden? Is that like a stupid like one of those stupid apps that were on your phone that you just like a time waster app?
Who knows if it's
Like
stupid? It
like
might be
farm
fun.
was it like Farmland or something that was one of them, I think. So what movie? Okay, but what other movies should we watch after that? I have to go back
Prometheus is
to
after because I've never seen it, and that's the one you're one of your favorite, right?
wait, what
Prometheus.
Prometheus? Oh, that's my
Yeah,
favorite.
I've never seen it. Yeah, I'm saying I've never seen it, and it's Practical Magic is one of my favorites. So I'm gonna
Okay.
watch one of yours.
So
Oh, we don't
Prometheus.
play role.
But here's the thing you have to know about Prometheus. It is about the Alien series. Like so the Alien movies, like those ones that like with I think it was like
Mhm,
Jamie Lee Curtis or something or something like I think she was like in the original like
mhm.
Alien movie. It's you don't have to watch those to understand Prometheus, but just know that it's like it follows like that's the things that are inside the Prometheus movie originates from the Alien trilogy, is what it is.
I think I've watched them all. I'm not, but you know, like when you watch something a long time ago, you're like not caught up. I'll watch all of the Alien series just to get caught up. I just
Yeah,
grew up in place. Sunflower tree. Does that count?
I grew a wait. I grew a. They're talking about through the Ralph one. I took Ralph out. Like that was getting annoying. Like stop asking about the stupid grow garden. Um,
Roblox. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm saying we don't play Roblox. Well, I don't play Roblox.
I'm not. I'm not. We're not trying to play grow garden like over and over again and keep asking the same question. Um,
An
sunflower.
11-foot, 5-inch sunflower tree? That's insane.
Is that just the same as a sunflower plant, like a sunflower, or is a tree different? Bye,
Well, a
Ralph.
tree I'm assuming is different. Anyway, a tree I'm assuming is different. But it
We're
could
not.
be just a big giant sunflower that's just
Yeah,
as big as a tree. I mean, it's 11
they're,
foot.
they're huge. Like the stems to them are thick.
Wow, that's a tall sunflower. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right?
We're not in Google Meets right now. No, we're on regular YouTube Live, just doing
Yeah,
co-host.
regular YouTube. We tried the Google Meets. We're trying it because eventually we wanted to have we're testing it out to see if we can actually have multiple people on a screen and find a platform where like we can invite people over. So if like Teresa is like, hey, let's or Lemon is like, let's talk about sunflowers. We're just gonna have like a day where we're just talking about like I guess our favorite plants or whatever. But we're just kind of looking at other ways to kind of join live on YouTube. I think we failed. We failed today, but
We got it to work though, but it wasn't how we didn't like the look or the setup because it only features the person who's talking. It's not like a full. You don't get to see everybody's facial reactions or like responses based on their gestures. It only shows the person who's talking at that time, and then it changes the camera. So I didn't like that set. Unless there's a setting in there that maybe turns that off. I don't know. I didn't think about that.
I think
We
she was out. She was looking into it, but I'm hoping for like a Tony Robbins thing. Like we're just like that guy who like does the motivational speech, and his whole wall is just like little like panels of people. Like that's my dream there.
we would
Mm.
like that, Avery, for sure. Like that's what our goal was, or we're attempting to try to do that.
Yeah, we wanted to do
So
that, so we all
we'll
talk
get there.
together.
We'll get there eventually.
You were
Yep.
all gonna love Lemon.
I do. I already am loving them.
Yeah, I hear the height maintenance, and I'm a lesbian, so I'm used to that. Well, at least being the high maintenance one.
Okay, so what I was saying earlier is we want to talk about we don't always want to like play games like we do like on our like we've been doing on a lot of our videos. We can do that back and forth. We kind of want to make it like sometimes conversational, sometimes playful, sometimes like random topics, but also we also want to try to stay true to the title of the I'm a lesbian too. Oh wait, welcome family.
Right.
But we also want to kind of keep it like to the theme of the title of our channel as well, and at least address some traumas that maybe people have, or things like if you guys want to talk about. But I did today. I did still want to, like, because I never finished. I feel like I never finished asking all my questions about our childhood. That when things I still want to know about you as growing up. So I figured we could kind of maybe go through some of those today, and just see where the conversation leads, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. I
Okay.
actually wrote down 3, and maybe we have the same questions, but I wrote down 3, like, they're just conversational questions, which is, I'm assuming is the same. So just 3 conversational questions, just to, again, this whole thing is to get to know each other.
Great. So yeah, so I already have them all pre-written down. Like I said, I had about 15 of them. I think on the last one of the
Oh.
first lives we did, we already kind of went through like maybe about half of them.
Mhm.
So some of the, and by the way, the reason why I'm asking some of these questions, y'all, is because we didn't grow up together. So we're taking it back. We're going back to like our childhood, because we missed out on our childhood, and I want to know things about her as how we grew up, because we never got to talk about lives.
Teresa's the boss. She's like, let's go. Let's
Yeah, let's
do
do
this.
this. Where's the questions? Ask the questions.
You
Okay.
better, you also better be involved, because I'm ready to hear like your answers too. Like, I'm
So
ready.
this is like a really random question, but like, who taught you how to drive? Like, who was like, did you go to driving school? Did dad teach you? Did like your mom teach you? Like, who taught you to drive?
So funny thing is that I bought a car. Not bought it, like I was leasing it, like whatever, I was young. I leased the car before I even knew how to drive.
Oh,
And
you did?
then, yes. So I got my driver's license at 21. So I got mine pretty late.
Yeah, I would say.
And thanks. So I got it at 21. And then I went to kind of lease out my first car with my girlfriend at the time. And she was like, well, I'm going to drive to work, and I need you to drive the car back. I'm in Miami. So, like, not currently, but I was in Miami. And from her job to my house was like this long road of scariness. And that's where I learned to drive. I taught myself in
On the go.
scary
You taught yourself on the go, basically. How is that?
mm.
How? Why? How? Like, how did you not? Did you didn't have you had a permit or a license or anything? Like, I mean, how did you?
I have my license. Yeah. So I did my little license thing. I got like my knowledge there. But I would say like taught me, like took their time after the fact of me not knowing how to drive. I would say one of my girlfriends took me in the car, and she was like, let's turn safely here.
Avery said, "I never drive because I have autism, and I'm autistic. I didn't know that that could affect your. Well, I mean, I guess depending on where on the spectrum you are, yeah, I guess so. But trust me, it's nothing. It's not all. It's all the hype to be. I mean, I like actually driving, but now that I've been in driverless cars, I don't ever want to drive again. Like, I'd rather have the computer drive me everywhere.
Maria's here. Hello.
So, hello, Maria B. But so then let me ask you this. So now that you had to learn on the go and you never had official learning, like as far as like from a trainer or something, do you think you're a good driver? Are you one of those people that's like, or do you already know you're a bad driver?
I think I am locational. So for Miami driving, I'm amazing. Everywhere else, not so great. New York, I'm dead. I accidentally from Jersey to New York drove, and I thought I was going to die.
Teresa, I taught myself to drive over a pole and broke the transit. After that, I was good.
Well, I mean, there's the learning curve.
That's a learning curve.
Who taught you to drive?
Me? I was in driver's ed. So I went to like in high school. I was 16 years old. There's a driver's ed class for one of the courses we could take. So I just took it in high school, and I'll tell you that the only thing, one of the things that stands out about me going to driver's class or driver's ed class in high school was that was also the year that I remember walking into driver's ed class, and as soon as I walked into class, the TVs were on and people were talking about 9/11. That was the day that 9/11 happened. And so I just remember driver's ed class and 9/11 happened at the same time. And so because that's where because you know how you always remember you always remember where you were when a tragic
Mhm.
trauma happens. That was my
Mhm.
trauma was driver's ed. That's where I was. So that's who taught me. And then they at the end of the course they give you like a permit, and then you can. I think you have to drive with like an adult for like maybe a year or something like that, or another licensed person. And then after that, you pretty much have your license. So once you go to the DMV or something. So that's who taught me.
You're so bougie. You had like a
Right.
teacher.
Yeah, it was a course in school. Like it was a class.
That's how bougie you are. There's a
It,
class for that in
it's a
your
public
school.
school. It was a public school. It wasn't bougie.
So
And
rich.
I think maybe you had to pay like $125 for that class though. I think or something like that. Like just to
Oh,
because it was
yeah.
but anyway. But but I'll tell you this, but driving stick though, I still don't know how to drive stick. Like
Oh, yeah.
my dad tried to teach me and I quit.
One of my girlfriends tried to teach me how to drive stick, but she was so stressed out of me trying to drive stick. I think she even broke her rearview mirror. At one point, she was just so mad at me driving, and I'm like, then don't teach me. You're a bad teacher.
I got
Don't
out of the
teach
truck. I got out of the truck when my dad was trying. I just like I'm done. I don't want to do this
me.
anymore. I was so angry. So
I was meant to be gay. I just don't like
driving
sticks.
driving New
Driving
York, New
from here.
Jersey, that's insane.
That's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother thing. They drive so everywhere else in the US, I'm sure I'm like a crazy driver. Florida, I'm like an everyday Florida driver. But in New Jersey and New York, these people play the chicken game and it's no joke. Like you're the chicken. You better stop before they get inside your vehicle.
Hello, Italian girl. Let me ask you this: on a road trip, are you the driver or the passenger? Which one are you?
Oh, now I'm the passenger. It
Okay,
depends. So
so
I'm
you're
the
a princess.
passenger. Yes, yes. It depends. Like long road trips, my wife is driving. In Miami, I'm the driver.
Okay,
Everywhere else, my wife drives.
okay. So you're a princess. Okay, got it. So you're spoiled. All right.
Well,
So
you drive
next question.
everywhere though, right? I'm assuming
What?
just before. You drive everywhere though, like based off
Oh,
the conversation.
if yeah, like if I'm going with people, I demand to be the driver. Like I don't
Okay.
trust. I do not trust my life in other people's hands driving. I'm not doing that. No, or if it's a group of us, I'll meet you there. I'll drive myself. I'm not getting in a car with somebody else. Oh, you went on a road trip yesterday. Where'd you go, Avery?
Wow, where'd you go?
Terry's the passenger, or Teresa's the passenger.
I feel like it. Of course, she's a princess.
Yeah, I would.
Of course, she's a princess.
Of course, Teresa. It makes sense with Teresa.
Italian girl, what's up? Glad to have you guys all on here.
Italian girl. Did you see? Did you actually end up watching Michelle's most recent video?
Oh yeah, I posted like because you guys had the question, I tried to make my videos more tailored to the conversations that you guys ask and the questions you guys ask. So
It
my
was
next
for
one's actually on vitamin C.
it was for a relative. I'll just say that it was for a relative of somebody from Italian girl. It was her request. That's why that video that you made was for her. And
For her request.
yeah, that was her request. So it was like I said for one of her relatives. And I just thought it was like it'd be nice to
I believe
uh,
Vicky asked about the vitamin C, so I made a whole video on that.
she said, "Oh no, not yet." I went on a road trip to Leyland. Where's that for work? And I went on a road trip to get some milkshakes. What's Leyland?
Leland?
Is that US? I mean, are you US, Avery?
Hmm.
Now you get me wondering. Okay, so next question for you.
Yes.
That's the best reason for a road trip. Honestly, yeah, a milkshake, I would do it. Yep. Okay.
It brings the voice to the yard. All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
So next one would be oh wait, I already asked you that one last time. Let me cross that out. I already asked you this one. Hold on. Let me go back.
Illinois.
Oh no. So what I learned to drive I learned to drive from school and got my permit at 15. Okay, that's pretty young though. 15. Wow. It's a
So I'm
town in
over here.
Illinois. Okay.
I was an old fart. I was just old.
Yeah, you were 21. Okay, so when did you or if you ever did, at what point did you come out to your parents?
When I was 13. Yeah, when I was 13.
Wow, that's so young.
Well,
And
just turning 14.
And was it that you told them, or was it they found out about something? Like, or what was the situation?
Well, I told my mom, and because I thought my mom was like my softer way into a conversation. Of course, a lot of trauma was happening to me at the time too. So for
Right.
me, that's my life. Um, and I told my mom that I could be bisexual, maybe. Maybe. I don't really know. This is
Was that
still,
was
I'm
that was
young.
that a lie and you knew it was a lie just to like ease your way into the conversation, or did you really think that?
No, I thought that because I grew up religious too, like not hardcore religious because you know my father, but our father. But no, I believed like really hard on like how a certain life is supposed to be, and I feel like I mean I still believe like women and men belong together, but it's just also I was like I just can't find myself being like attracted to guys the way that I feel at that time in my trauma. So I was like, I feel like guys make me feel a little sick. And I think that was more of a trauma response. So I told myself, even young, I was like, this maybe be because of the things that are going on with me, that I'm like, I might not like guys because of this. And I'm going to do things in spite of that. Right. Like even young, I was trying to fight the result of it. But I'm older now and I'm like, I even growing up, I'm like, no, I'm gay. I'm gay. Like I
So
don't
you
think
were
I
trying to you were trying to rationalize your feelings about the others, or about sex in general, based off of the trauma that you were going through, like that could be the result or cause of the why you're thinking the way you're thinking. That's
Mhm.
interesting. Okay, I could see why you would think that way, but that's interesting that you were compartmentalizing it in that way.
Yeah, I really thought maybe I'm gay actually. Maybe that part of me is a result of. And so I was like, if I just work through that, I can like be straight like everyone else. And I think I thought that was the easier path. It's the right path. It's the way that works. And then it just didn't like go back to being like I just couldn't find myself being like attracted to men. I just
So
couldn't.
you told your mom at 13, and then how did she take it? What was the response?
She didn't talk to me for like 3 years.
Wait, what?
Um she didn't
Are you
like
serious or joking?
no, she didn't really like talk to me for 3 years. And I think my dad took like the fact that cuz I soon after got a girlfriend. I think he took that as like some kind of sick pride thing, like, oh, I did that. And that's why again I was fighting that because I was like he's taking pride that like he made me this way and then and I'm falling in that. Like I'm falling in line with that. So I think I took it in like, sorry, this is trauma. Trigger warning. But I took it in that way. Like I took it like, okay, I'm gonna fight this because this is like my trauma response, you know? And then my mom didn't talk to me because we're Hispanic. And in that aspect of the family, it's embarrassing for her.
Right.
But she was like, I'm embarrassed. Like, I don't know what to tell my family. They don't like this. This is going to start a fight. This is going to start problems, especially since she came from New Mexico isolated to like Miami with her family. I think she took that as like, I don't want to be embarrassed with anybody. I don't want to explain anything. And what did I do that was wrong? And like, I think that the parents, I'm not blaming my mom. I just think parents, there's some parents that handle it well and there's some parents that don't, you know?
So,
And I think,
Italian girl says, "I never knew anyone that was gay growing up. I guess back then they kept it hush hush. I think that's true. Back then there probably fewer because there was fewer conversations about it. That's what I'm assuming. But so that's really sad. I mean, that's almost like a trauma instead of a trauma. Like you're trying to rationalize why you are thinking the way you are, the way your mind is, and your feelings towards people, but you're thinking that way because of the abuse that our father did. But at the same time, you also are not being talked to by your parents for years because of you coming out that way. And then so it's almost like you're being ignored and neglected on top of also the physical and abuse of our dad. And so it's almost like there's just that. Oh my God, Michelle, like that's horrible. Like like
and I
that's
would
just like
like, it's a compounded thing because it's not like it ever stopped until I got older. So it's like I'm having girlfriends and like things are happening at the same time. So it was very like messed up because I'm continuously getting traumatized to the point where I'm like, I don't like, I actually at some point hated men, and I needed to work through that because I don't think all men are the issue. It's not all men. But I also have to just be aware that it's some men. And I don't have to hate everyone just for some sick few, you know?
Right.
But
I
it
feel
doesn't
like, I
make me
mean,
any greater.
and I feel so bad because like I feel like my experience in that situation, like when I came out to my parents, was completely different than yours. And obviously, I mean, I know why.
Mhm.
It's like our dad is the way he is, and just there was a lot of stuff going on in your household comparison. But I also waited till I was 18. Like I didn't do it at 13 like you. Like that was so young. I waited till I was an adult, and we were like going to move from our small town to like a big city. And I figured of like before we get to this big city, I want to make sure I tell them, because I want to make sure I don't know, like I didn't know if I was going to plan on going crazy and wild when I got to the big city, but I was like, I got to tell these people like before we go there or something. So I just remember telling my mom, she was like laying on the bed or something like that, and she was about to take a nap, and I was like, okay, good. She's like halfway asleep. I'm gonna tell her now, like this would be a good time to like while she's kind of like drawing you a little bit. And so I just walked in there and I was like, hey, and I just told her, I said, I just want to let you know before we go to move to Austin. I said, I just want to let you know, I said I'm gay, and she goes, okay, well, I guess your uncle owes your dad $50. And she goes, but I love you just the same. I was like, wait, what? I was like, and she goes, she goes, and she just basically like, made sure to like let me know that, you know, I, that she wasn't going to look at me any differently or she still loved me and stuff like that. Um, but it was just a huge relief. And then I think she asked me too, like, she was like, do you want me to tell your dad? And I was like, if you don't mind, if you want to have that conversation with them, I said, that'd be great. Cause I didn't want to like have to do it all over again. So I was just like, yeah, if you want to handle that one, that would be great. I'm going to just, dip out. So then she, I guess, told him at some point, but yeah, there's such a different experience than what you had. Like, I'm so sorry that you had that experience.
Yeah. Well, this is the whole point of getting to know each other too. So like we're
Yeah.
learning all that this together. I do think that I was talking to my mom, and I do think that like before I was talking to her before about you and like the stuff that you had gone through. And I think that you did get a little bit of a harsher punishment for the fact that I think that you were pretty clearly gay little.
Yeah.
But I think
Wait,
that
you
you're
said you
were a
could tell
little,
I was gay? I thought you said you don't remember me. Which is
no,
it?
no, mom said that.
Yes, yes, she would have. Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't remember. But my
Okay.
mom was like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, he took it out on him. He was a little gay.
Yeah. Okay.
She's like,
So your mom,
I'm not surprised he's gay now. Like I was like, yeah.
your mom picked up on that. That's so funny, or that she said that. So
Instantly. She's like, I think that he got it harsher because your dad didn't want him gay at all.
yeah,
And I'm
no,
like, but that's such an opposite thing for me because he took that in like a I'm proud way.
he took pride in knowing that you were a lesbian, but then for me to be gay,
It was a not
he took it out on me. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because he would make some comments or sly comments while he was beating me or like while he was like hurting me. He would make comments about he's like, oh, I'll make you a man or I'll teach you. He would say stuff like that that was like, so it was very like, you could tell it was a masculinity thing that he was like trying to like
Yeah.
and instill in me by beating me more or something like that. So I had a feeling it was like that, but it's funny that your mom brought that up because that's kind of what in my back of my mind I had always thought that too. Is like I thought it was because I was gay, but of course I never said it I was until I got older. So for him to do that, it was like I don't know. She was 1,000 miles away from home. Her dad has passed away. Oh, wait, what are we talking about, Teresa? Let me go
Oh
back up.
yeah, we gotta go back. We gotta go
Yeah,
back.
we
We
gotta
gotta
go
go
back.
back.
I'm gonna read these stories.
Okay,
My niece,
where did we live? Where did we leave off? Sorry.
yeah, they've been talking. Um,
No,
we get
anyone
stuck in our stories like because we're just like trauma bonding. Uh,
right.
I got marker on my hands.
We need the confetti later on though.
We'll end it with confetti. I would love to see more. Okay. We're talking about photographing. Okay. And then, okay, here's where Teresa says, "My niece is gay. She was disowned by both parents at age 17." Oh my gosh. Okay. See, and I think that's a fear that so many gay and lesbian people fear is that it's one thing to tell your parents, and then your parents are okay with it when it's somebody else's child, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally fine." That's their lifestyle. And then you just know you never know how your parents are going to take it because they could say it's all fine for somebody else's household, but when it's their own
Yeah.
kid you don't know if they're going to take it the right way. That's just a huge fear that gay and lesbian people have, is that you just
And
don't know.
they can act totally normal too, and then
Yeah.
just
Yep.
flip the switch. Because my mom acted completely, totally normal, and until that happened, and she became this embarrassed person that I'm like, you're the rebel of the family. You do random things, and I'm the embarrassment. It was not great. Not to say that my mom and I did not make up later on in life, and she became a really good friend for me, and she became my mom. But I think at the time that was pretty harsh.
I would agree, and as you are now an adult looking back, I hope you can comprehend that. Like you can realize that those just like I'm doing. Like when I look back at those things, I'm like, how can an adult do that? Like and you're just because now that you're an adult and you're their age, you're just like thinking like, what is wrong mentally? Like that you would think that way. Like just
They did what they could with what they had. So you guys have the same dad, but different. Yep, we have different moms and the same dad.
yeah.
Yeah, Italian girl. Yeah. Um,
Okay, now I'm catching up. Yep.
yeah.
So yeah, I
It,
just go ahead.
mhm. No, no, I was reading that.
Yeah, so yeah, our even though we had the same dad, when I say my dad, I'm usually talking about my stepdad, because
Hmm.
my stepdad was in my life since I was like 2, or 1 year. I mean, I basically said I was a baby. Here's the thing: I don't remember a time in my life I don't remember a time in my life that my stepdad was not in my life. Like he's been there since the beginning. So like to me, he's my dad. But I also know my biological dad. When like when I say our dad, then that's the dad that I had here and there sporadically, and up until I was 10, and then never saw him again. But yeah, but she got to have our dad the whole time.
Yeah.
No, I think I would have totally kept my that secret to myself because I kept a lot of things from both my parents. And see, but that's the thing. She was like, they're
That's
gonna.
like hindsight. That's hindsight. You can't like for me, my position, there was no hiding anything. You couldn't. I didn't have the luxury of not being 100,000% transparent with what I'm doing at all times. So my situation was it's not like I could hide something. As much as I want to hide something in the house I was in, I couldn't hold it for that long. The second that I even had a question of something, I had to say it.
Yeah, our dad was very psychologically
Control.
controlling. He was like, so it's hard to comprehend unless you've actually been around him, or or lived in his house for a little bit. Like it's hard to understand the control he has over you, especially as a young person. He will, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's so hard to even explain. Like there's just because it's a rational thinking person can't comprehend the things that happened. They just can't.
Like I feel like if I said half the things that has happened, and not just to me, but to my girlfriends growing up, is like trauma in itself. We'll
You
eventually get there, but not today.
you told me a couple of them, and it's true. Like the things that he would do. Yeah, it's still just him. It's our dad. So
Yeah.
it's so messed up. Like I don't.
So big. No.
Yeah.
Okay, later. Like, okay, another question.
Yep. Okay. Next question. Okay. Um. Okay. I asked you this one. Okay, and then
Um,
what was your? I don't know if I asked you this one, or maybe I can't remember. What was your very first job?
My first job was working at AMC Theater.
Really?
And
Okay. So yeah, I didn't ask you this.
nope. Wait,
AMC.
I went through it. My parents were both still married when I started. Okay. And I tried to hide it from both my parents, but that only lasted a day. Well, yeah, because you need to buy all the stuff.
I don't know
Yeah,
anything about that, but I'm guessing. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, I got my first job was AMC Theater.
Okay. And how old were you when you got your first job?
I was 16, so fresh 16. And you can join like a financial like program where you could like get out of school early so you can go to work. So I
Oh,
got my
okay.
first job. Yeah, got my first job at the movie theater making like absolutely no money. But I I was doing some not okay things at that movie theater. And I'm saying not okay things like I was a little thief. I was a little thief. I'm sorry guys. I was bad.
Wait, hold on.
I
Wait, before you tell us about your thief, let's restart there. So you worked at Merrill Norman part time. What is that? Is that like a sounds like a Merrill Norman sounds like Merrill Lynch or something?
It sounds like Like an expensive bougie store.
Yeah, that too. And of course it would be Teresa. My very
She's
first
like,
job.
I went to a really bougie store.
I worked at Nordstrom's. That's cute.
Yes,
Uh,
of the time.
yeah, Neiman Marcus. There's like,
Makeup.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
makeup. Okay, okay.
It
That
feels right.
makes sense. Wait. Okay, so my very first job was working at a grocery store in Mendota. I was a produce worker. Okay,
Okay.
Burger King here, back with the uniforms were polyester, brown, and plaid. Okay, wow, okay.
Okay, but that's when they grilled the actual burger. That's when they actually grilled the burger. They didn't just like put it through a steamer.
When the fries were still good. Yeah.
Oh, and the fries were still good.
Yes. Okay. Wait. What is
So
the Okay, go ahead. You can read it.
okay, well, my mom had brought me a box of stuff and told me one day I would become a lady. So I had a little box. I messed up when I put my she put her underwear in the hamper instead of throwing them away. Well, or just like rinsing it, like
Oh my
when
gosh.
right. Yeah,
Okay.
when the fries were good. Yes, when the fries were good. When the burgers were like things you think about, you know?
So your first job was at AMC. So tell me about your thieving, or what did you steal?
Okay, guys, don't like I think the statute of
Please, Will.
limitations already been long gone, okay? But people would have their little stubs. Okay, I was one of them. So just like if you hate somebody who did that, that was me. Um I I would take the stubs because I didn't have like a lot of money. So I would take the stub like I was doing the tickets and then the stub card will come out saying like you got a free movie because they earned it.
Okay.
And I would just slide that on the side and I would collect them. And above the movie theater was a Hooters and a Chili's. And I used to like go upstairs and say, like, hey, owner of this business, would you like free movies to AMC? And I will like, you want to hook it up with some food? And I would get like a big stack of ribs for like a movie ticket or two.
That's so cool. Okay, but wait. So wait, but what did the person know? Like when you're printing them out, like that they were supposed to have got a free movie? Like did they
So some did. And I was like, oh, maybe it's not working. Maybe it's in like your
did you
app.
buy too?
I was a dick. But I got food. Okay. It was a food.
Food is a
I
big
made their stubs worth it. I made the stubs worth it because yeah, I got food for it. It was more expensive food than the movie ticket.
food is a big deal because of that, in our household it was like not it was not like that was a control thing. It was a control thing with food.
Yes, I got to choose my food. I could have been like, give me ribs, and I got to choose it for myself.
Okay, but I was a little bit of a thief also at my place. I
Well,
worked at what?
I said we all had to steal a little bit from our jobs, okay?
Yeah, because you feel like you're underpaid. So you're like, I'm gonna get what's mine. But no, so
Just
I
a
did
little
my very first job was I stole stickers apart.
bit.
I worked at a Kmart was my very first job. So I worked there and I would walk to work every day because I didn't have a car. So like every day after school I'd
Mhm.
walk to work and then it was like about, a half a mile maybe. And then but when we were there, we got to like, okay, so like there's certain things like if it gets damaged, like it's considered damaged and you put it like in the damaged area and then I guess they mark it out or whatever, something like that. But what we do is we'd open up like something that we wanted, like if like, oh, this whole bag of candy, like Halloween, like this bag of candy, it just somehow got open, and we'd pass out all the candy to everybody, and so we would just do that. Anytime we wanted something, we just open it up and like, oh, that's damaged.
Oh gosh, what am I gonna do with this damaged goods? Take them home. I just read somebody stole a live hamster. They put it in the coat.
Wait, I stole my first. I think it was a live hamster. Wait, at Newberry. What? Newberries. Okay, Alan.
Okay, we gotta write down. Okay, everybody has to write down the thing that they stole from their job at
Yes,
one
you
point.
got
Because we all
stickers.
have a job that we stole something from.
Yes,
Okay, I stole those little tickets for choice. Okay, I gave myself food freedom. Okay, I gotta choose my food. that
everybody released their trauma of what did they steal at their very first job. Everybody just
we
lists what everybody knows
we
we stole
held
in their first job.
that we held in this entire time. We are now releasing this
Yes.
trauma on this channel.
Tell us what you stole. Just go ahead. Just tell us what you
The
stole.
the hamster is the best. I think that is the best thing to have been stolen ever.
Not me, Maria.
That's not me. What?
Maria. Now, Maria, I know why not you, but like Maria, come on, you stole a little bit. A
Yeah,
little bit.
like, did you go to Hot Topic at any point and steal a little button? Come on, because like, who hasn't? Who didn't go to Hot Topic and steal just a little button? Just a little button.
You had a whole grocery store and you never stole like an apple or
Yeah.
something? Or
You're like,
come on.
oh look, an orange. I'm taking it.
Purple lipstick?
See, there you go. Of course.
Yeah.
I bet
Teresa,
she looked bomb in that purple lipstick too. I bet she looked amazing. She's like, purple lipstick. I just look great.
I pass out free burgers off the drop.
There you go, lemon. There you go.
Didn't it feel good to get that? Didn't it feel good to get that out?
She's like,
Lemon?
I'm gonna steal and get back. She was Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Or Lemon. Are you a woman or a man? Whatever. Lemon, you were Robin Hood.
She's
Giving
both.
out to the poor.
They're both. They're lyman. So they're both. Really, Avery? Nothing? Aw, Avery, you didn't live.
You're too good for us.
You and Maria.
This is trauma. This is meant to have lots of trauma.
Yeah. You didn't live on the edge a little bit and just take a little, like just a little something? Come clean, Maria. Oh, wait. Oh, was that a check cashing lottery? Oh, they're gonna monitor that.
Yeah, they're on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like any job, this is a moment to say, come clean on any job. Any job throughout your career.
Yay! Avery finally said one. Yes. Oh, coming clean. Okay, now Maria, it's just you, Maria.
This is a coming clean moment. This is a coming clean moment.
Everybody else did it, Maria. We're gonna find out she's gonna be like the lottery bandit or something, like from like some big like multi-million. She's like, okay, guys.
And just see Avery somewhere just yanking plants.
Italian girl, come on. You're like mafia, you did. That would be nothing. Okay, Maria, sure. We'll say nothing.
You're too good.
Yeah.
You can't be. I
love that. His name was Wimpy.
Wimpy, the hamster. I love it. You didn't even steal a banana?
Okay.
No, not from the produce.
This was good. This was good. I'm glad we got the first
so much fun. This was so much fun.
AMC, Kmart. Okay. Kmart, I don't think is even around anymore. I think they're gone. Like
no, they're gone. And I love Kmart. I love Kmart. That's a good store. I'm sure you jacked a lot of stuff from there. I mean, it's Kmart.
Oh, and as it was, because it was my first job. So I only worked there for a year because it ended up closing down. And so as it was closing down and they started shutting it all down, I was like, well, let's see, what do I need around here?
Right? I would just take all camping gear, all like sports gear. They're expensive.
Lenny, that is so smart of you.
It's called propagating. See, she even took away Avery's stealing and made it propagating.
Liney, that would have been a way to my heart. If you worked in the bakery and gave me free pastries, I mean, you already know I love Little Debbie's. I would have been all over you.
Gave free donuts. Okay, at Publix, if any of you guys have ever been at Publix, I still walk to the bakery area and I'm like, okay, I know I'm not a kid, but can I get the free cookie?
Do you really?
I do.
And they give away for free though? Like that's the thing?
Sometimes if it's like a guys typically give me the cookie. If it's a girl, they're like, do you need this cookie? And I'm like, no.
You look around like, I guess not.
I guess not. They don't want to give me that cookie. Whatever.
Bluebird says, my brother and I stole our first dog when he was a puppy. Where did you steal him from? I hope not the neighbor.
Can you imagine? The dog's name is Stolen.
Coffee Place in Mendota gives us free stickers. Are you stickers?
Oh.
Like stick-on stickers?
I get stickers from Cali Coffee. They have pretty good stickers. Ever 15 in the first.
You stole your first dog from your grandfather. Did your grandfather ever know, or did he ever realize that you stole the dog?
Like there's a missing dog.
I know, like how do you come up missing a whole dog? I feel like there's so much more to this story that I need to know.
For chicken samples every time you go. What? I didn't know you can ask for chicken samples.
Wait, hold on.
I love Publix chicken. Teresa, you've changed my life right now. I am now going to be like at least a couple pounds heavier. It's all your fault, but I'm going to do it. Even
So
though you can ask for chicken samples, the chicken at Publix slaps.
what other advice can you guys give us about free stuff? Where can we go get
Yes.
free samples? Free now I feel
Where's
like
the
this,
free stuff?
yeah. What else do you guys know that
Avery,
gives
we
the
got
money back?
we got the stickers down. We got the chicken. What else can we
Yes.
get?
He put a cigarette out on his head. So there's so much to this story. It just keeps getting crazier. Bluebird, this is
You're
what
gonna
we
have to be on one of our lives one of these days when we get this whole thing situated. We're gonna
yes.
talk. We're gonna talk through all these things. Poor puppy. The puppy's gonna be on this live. You're just gonna see the puppy like,
Do you still have the puppy?
yeah. It's the puppy.
There's so
Okay.
many questions.
Oh, Bluebird, that's so sad. Yeah.
This
Take.
this is why we
I
need
feel like
people on here.
there should be a like a rule, like a law that's like, oh, if that dog is being abused, you totally have the right to steal it. Like that should be
That,
should be in a law.
but you know why it's not like that? It's because dogs are not considered their property. So it's basically it's that's why the law treats them as property. So you can't just go and say, oh, they're being abused like a kid and just take them out. If it's a dog, like the dog is property. So like it's
Well,
so
they
weird.
don't treat it like property when I go to the damn place to go and adopt one. They're like, well, look at all these forms you gotta fill, and is your house good enough? I'm like, this is giving me adoption, like baby adoption.
What supplement are you taking right now? What is that? What are you sucking on?
It's, glutathione.
And
It's just
what is that? What does that cure?
it's a antioxidant. So it's like good for detoxing your body, and it also has stuff good for your heart. I just like the taste of it at night for some reason.
No, he passed at 15 years old. Oh, so at least he had a good life. He had a good long life.
Hmm.
15 years is a good life.
Yeah.
Stop taking my vitamins. So let me hold it
Yeah.
closer.
This is the
Let me,
one. This is her desk. So I
oh,
stole
it
her
is the desk.
vitamin. Yes, it's her desk. I'm so used to pulling it from like my stash.
She's like, there's so many more flavors over here. Let me just.
Hmm. I told you her desk is more stacked than mine.
We need
I'm
we
sorry.
need we need to do like an MTV. You know, you're probably too young. Do you remember back in the day they had like MTV house tours? Like, hey, come to my house, and it was like
This is my crib.
yeah, my crib. Yes, we need to do that, but with your closet and your desk. We need to do like an MTV style. You guys want to see that, right? Like y'all want to see her MTV style like medicines and all her supplements and her stocks. Like tell me, like it would be. I've gotten a sneak peek of it. It's impressive. She's still sucking it all down.
I'm gonna stay young forever. That's my goal.
Yes. So
Okay.
okay,
I have a question
what?
for you. Let's
Oh,
switch it up.
okay, yeah. Ask me a question.
What is
Avery.
something that you always wanted to do or learn that you haven't had the chance to do yet?
That's a great question. Wait, what is it I always wanted to do or learn? I just had a chance to do. I know,
Hmm.
and it's just because of pure like laziness or whatever. But I've always wanted to learn video editing better. Like I know I get confused so easily. That's why I don't really edit any of my videos and stuff. And even like going through school, like we didn't really that was not really taught because it was like so, like in my generation, we didn't really do there wasn't like a career for influencer or like video editing or that it was like we were just learning computers. It was like, everybody had keyboard class, everybody had like, so it was like now it's like I wish that I wish I had learned how to video edit better. And I've only ever self-taught. So I kind of just play around and tinker around with things that are like on my phones or my whatever. And I feel like I'm somewhat decent. I can add things, throw things in, I can put video and I can do simple things. But like when it comes to like splicing out things, adding and like, altering things, like I don't know how to, and I would love to know how to do all that or like do voiceover stuff. Like I would love to know all that stuff because it just seems so I don't know, like it interests me, and it looks so easy, but then when I get in there into like the software that does it, I get so lost. I'm like, I don't know what are these buttons mean.
There's a lot, like even when I was editing the one video that I have, the newest updated one, it was insane. It took me like half the day.
Yeah,
Um, I'm sure I'm gonna get faster at it, but I want to jump out a plane. I want to do that one of these days. I want to just
you want to jump out of a plane? That's what you want to learn, like learn to do, or is it
I
just an
want to
experience you want?
do it says do or learn, and I want to jump out a plane.
Okay, but a plane though?
Like a And do the
here's my
do the parachuting thing, like there's always
here's my
somebody behind you. There's always somebody behind you going like, you're not gonna die.
I think here's my thoughts on jumping out of planes. We're not meant to jump out of planes. We don't have wings. We're not meant to be up in the sky. We are land people. No. Like I mean I get the whole concept of a plane, like it's great, go in the plane, but stay in the plane. Like you're not supposed to leave the plane. Like that's an extension of being on the ground. Like don't jump out. Like everything when you get to the edge of a plane, everything in your mind in your natural instinct is telling you don't jump off this plane. And then you want to go and do that? Like, what are you crazy?
You are funny. And you jump off the plane for the adrenaline rush.
Oh my gosh, like what? But why?
For because you can.
Wait,
I'm
who's a
sorry.
base
My
jumper?
phone is acting crazy.
My nephew is a pilot and skydiver instructor. Uh, I would really like to go to a haunted house. Oh, see, okay, but haunted, I get scared way too easy. Like haunted houses are like, I just don't like, I don't like, we're getting a tour of her. Let me see the
No,
supplement.
no, no, we're not.
Yes, we are. We just got a little sneak peek of some supplements.
More supplements. Yeah, there you see a lot though.
Does the camera accidentally flip backwards? We want to see the rest.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like set this up because I need to charge my phone. Apparently, it
Oh,
just
okay.
sucked up all the batteries trying to
Do
update all
do a quick
randomly.
little, do a quick little like.
Because this is my wife's setup, so I don't like
That's okay.
too much
She's okay
of
with
my
it.
wife's stuff.
She's okay
You
with it.
see
She
how
just texted
Batman? You see how Batman's in the background? Because this is definitely my wife's setup.
Batman. I took
Oh,
typewriting.
that's
Okay, so
good,
that's
man.
now I feel like me and Italian girl are bonding over that. Yes. Why would you want to jump out of a perfectly good working airplane? Right, Faye. That's how I feel. Exactly. To your jump to your death is what you're jumping to. It's like,
No, it's just a one time. You did something. You did something. Like I was way up there and I'm now down here. Like that's you take a flight every day. We're not meant to fly as you just said, but you got in a plane.
yeah, and the plane is supposed to stay, it stays in the air, not, it doesn't just fall out. Like,
Same concept though. We were not meant to fly, then why are you flying?
oh my goodness. Yeah, I went to Wisconsin
Flying
Dells.
like a
I went to a totally 80s, and I got a picture with the Mind for MTV and with ET. Oh, ET on the bike, really? Oh, that's cool.
What?
Oh, totally 80s store. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, what about this?
Salem,
What about the
Massachusetts.
Seven Gables of Salem, Massachusetts? Look that up. What is that? Like, go look. What is your computer? House of Gateway. Is that still around, Bluebird? I want to see
I
what
was
that looks like.
I went to Salem's, Massachusetts actually. I enjoyed there's a place called what is it
Seven
called?
Gables.
Mm, it's like that gaming place. Would love to write a book. See, Teresa's so classy. Wants to
Teresa.
write a book.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Wait, is this a real? Is this a real like haunted place, or is this like for like? Because I'm seeing videos on this. Like, there's. It's not like a like something for production, like where you go and like, hey, this is like actually like a haunted house.
Bit Bar. That was a good bar in Salem. Wow, Lemon. You're a witch.
Fun
You're gonna
fact.
really you're gonna really enjoy Practical Magic if you haven't already seen it.
What's a bit bar?
Mm. In Salem, it's a like a video game arcade bar. It's a bar like with a whole bunch of arcades.
I would like to. Okay, so Teresa, when you say write a book, what kind of book would you write?
Oh yeah.
I've been in a real one. Yeah, actually, I would say me and Michelle have been in one too.
Same.
Yep. So we get it.
My pretty little background disappeared.
I know it did. Now we're looking at Batman. Liquid Death
My,
not sponsored. Okay. So
oh,
wait, I have one more question. Well, actually, you know what? Let's open it to them. Let's see what question they may have for us. Since I asked a bunch, you've asked one. But then what one question would you guys want to ask us about our past, about our like growing, like stuff about our that maybe we
question.
haven't actually thought of.
Questions you
And
guys are thinking. What is
if
on
it's
your
a question,
noggin?
if it's a question we haven't already asked each other, then we'll answer it. These YouTube streets, kidding?
The streets. They're on the
Streets,
streets.
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 Oh, that's what you would write a book about? Like, is these YouTube? Okay, okay.
Oh,
Like
you know what? Yes.
the YouTube drama of it all. Like, oh my god.
I just heard a gist of it and I'm like, "Oh, that's a lot. I'm not gonna get involved."
Do not.
It's not my lifestyle.
Do not go. Do not even. Like I said, I saw you trying to like chime in the comments a few times. I was like, girl, get your butt out
No,
of these comments.
I was trying to say like, "Hey guys, thank you." It's just the ones that I was like seeing on your channel that were like, "Oh, I love that I subscribe to you both. I wanted to let you guys know that I really appreciate it." Yeah, but I wasn't trying to get in the middle of anything. That's not my life.
I
A
was like,
Netflix
Michelle, get out
series.
of here.
Yeah. When
But
somebody was like, "Get out," I was like, "I got you. I'm deuces. Say
if
no
the
more.
whole
Don't say it twice."
if everybody in the comments can agree on something, like when they're like, get out, Michelle, like we don't want you, it's then just trust us.
No.
Would you guys ever go to Spring Green, Wisconsin, or the Wisconsin Dells? I don't even know where Wisconsin is on a map. So I can't say I would
North.
where that's at.
North.
Is it not? Okay. I I like if you gave me a blank map of the United States and said point to Wisconsin, where? I have no idea where Wisconsin's at.
Were either of you able to go to sleepovers? No. Well,
Yes.
I
Well,
I did.
actually, well, I hosted them. Like, actually, I had friends that slept over at my place, and my parents would like let us, like be in the living room or something like that. So yeah, we had sleepovers, but I couldn't imagine you having sleepovers.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't
Well,
want. I wouldn't want
I'm
that.
also a girl. I mean, like in a normal circumstances, you would want to protect the girls, but
I still can't believe I got involved. I can't even tell my family. Terry, I know. I heard that. Yeah, you went through it rough. Like you had your own house of horrors and stuff. But yeah, they have e cheese in Wisconsin. What is e cheese? Electronic cheese?
I would say Chuck E. cheeses.
Is that where they're from? Is Wisconsin?
I don't know. I'm just
Do
talking
either of
shit.
you speak another language? Actually, one of us does.
Yes, I speak English, bad English, bad Spanish, some Hungarian, and that's pretty much it.
And I just speak what you hear right now. That's all I speak. Wisconsin is up by Minnesota. I would have to know where Minnesota is though. Like I
That's
don't.
super north, top of
I love how
the
I love how Avery
U.S.
tries to. I love how Avery tries to describe a state where it is on the map by another state, and I don't even know where that
That
state
you
is
don't
either.
know that's on the map.
I'm like,
Oh, do you know where New York is? I'm like a little over there.
you have to start with a location where I know I'm at already first. Like you have to like start here, and then we can work our way to like what I where I know
So
first.
you're just gonna have to go like that from the map, from where you are that way.
We need to put you on what a map of the world. We need to, yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty well traveled. Like I was an army brat, so we traveled like I traveled all the time. I just never went to those states.
Look for the huge lakes, Carlos.
I know where. Hey, I could start with Michigan. I know where Michigan is because it looks like a hand or a mitten, right? That's what somebody says. Like that's Michigan. I know where that's at, and I know where Illinois is at.
This is the
That's
boot.
about all. That's about all I know from up there. Do you if you have any pets? Do you have any pets? That's a great question. Do you have any, Michelle?
I currently do not have a pet.
But
My wife has a pet, but I don't know if that counts as my pet. It's not my pet, but my wife has a pet.
do you love it?
I can't love it.
Does it sit on your lap?
No, she doesn't even like me. She doesn't even like looking in my direction. She actually
Okay,
like will walk up kind of blind and go, "Oh, it's you? Ew." And she walks away.
definitely not your pet then. That's her pet.
That's
That's
not
for
my
sure.
pet.
Yeah.
That's her pet.
Yeah. Okay. If I was to say if you just say it's her pet, but then it's like most of the time it's spitting on your lap, that's your pet then too.
No, she sprung it's like one of those people like you got married and then you found out they had children. She was like, "Oh, and I have a dog."
It just
Like,
springs it on
wait.
you.
Yeah, it was like way later into our relationship. She was like, "And a dog."
Uh wait, I heard everything you said about Andrew. Okay, wait, Andrew. I don't know what that means. Um Your friends always stayed for the night at my house. Okay, okay. I don't understand, Andrew. But okay, cool. I'm glad you heard everything I said. I don't.
Is that my Andrew?
Is that your Andrew?
Yeah.
Wait, who asked the question?
Muffin! That is my Andrew. So Muffin is the guy that we play games with, and
Oh,
that's
I've heard
the
about him.
Andrew right there. Yep.
Oh, I've heard about you.
Every time you shoot this man, and he's straight,
Oh,
by the way.
oh.
Yes, he moans.
I
Yes.
heard
Oh
about
my
you. I
god.
heard about you, Andrew. Oh.
So best. I just love it. Sis
I have a new fetish. I want to go kill you a whole bunch of times.
Dude, I do too. I've never wanted to hear a guy do that so much. I'm like, oh yeah, let me got him.
I want to I want to go play Population One so bad like right now just to hear
First
you
you
go.
shoot him. Well, we're gonna play like after this, which is like we're hitting an hour. So
Yeah. Did you ever see that like YouTube video of that little frog and it's like and it goes like that?
that's him.
That's
That's him. Oh my god. And then you can hear him screaming from like the other side of the room. Like he's like, ah! And I'm like, oh my god, I know where he is at. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay, wait, hold on. We'll read a few of these comments and we gotta
Yes,
go.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I speak very few words of Italian. Well, you're an Italian girl. How can you gotta be fluent in that then, honey?
Wait,
My
what?
daughter, my daughter had a dog that hated me. He would pee on the bed every time. Wait, they're coming in so fast.
I thought you were saying Senya's pet's name Muffin. No, her dog is named Cookie. So close.
I'm down for that. Okay, y'all are lovely. Have a great night, everybody. Yes, thank you, Lemon, for stopping by.
Yes, guys.
I sent you guys a link of where Wisconsin. Thank you, Avery. It's so funny.
Yes, we're gonna educate him on the map.
Yes.
So we're gonna get him mapped worthy.
All right, we're out of here, you guys. We've already hit an hour. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for stopping in. We'll keep it different every time. We're gonna keep trying to make the lives different every time. So they're not gonna try to be like the same, back to back boring stuff. It'll be different each time we come in. Thank you all for joining in. And Michelle, do you want any final words?
No, just thank you guys, everybody. I love this.
Bye. See y'all later.
Bye.